Hello YouTube, I'm back again tonight with my cooking with Ange, and that's the Ange of Clange. So I'm just going to position you so you can see me okay, as per normal. Hopefully you can see me okay there. Can't really see what I'm doing though, can you? So let's see if I can pick you at a better angle. There we go. How's that for a better angle? It's not going to stay. Well, I'm trying for you. Hello Facebook. Just sorting YouTube out. And I will be back with the Facebook crew. Hiya, Lynn. There we go, that's Bella. How are you doing on Facebook today? We got 3 people watching already. That's always a good start. And we'll wait for my Auntie Sharon, who will be with us shortly. So that's going to be some fun. How are you doing today, Lynn? You alright? How are you, Tanya? Oh, we've got 5 people watching already. I don't know who everyone is yet. Are you, Bridie? Hope you're all okay. Hope you're all having a good day. You're all staying safe and happy. It's always good. So I'll show you what we're cooking today. Just while we're waiting for my Auntie Sharon to catch up. And today we're cooking that bad boy. Bacon cheeseburgers with garlic butter fries and truffle mayo. So it's quite a high calorie one, this one, but I've been looking forward to this one because we've been so good with what we've been eating that it's quite good to have a bit of a treat. It's still only 1,200 calories though. Jesus. Which is quite a high one for these because most of them have been around 500, 600. So this one's actually quite a high one, so we are giving ourselves a bit of a treat tonight. Yeah. But you recommend daily allowance is 2,000 calories, and we've probably, neither of us have had lunch, have we? So, no. So we're probably not near 2,000. John will be here soon, just waiting for the dog. Hiya, Gainer. Just waiting for my Auntie Sharon, because she's going to be joining me again. And I've got the tofu fighting t-shirt on again today, which I've just realised. Same t-shirt. Claude had to go at me last night for wearing the same t-shirts online.
Got loads of t-shirts.
Can you hear her in the background? Hiya, Mum. Just waiting for Sharon. Unless she's gone to sleep. Who knows, eh? Who knows? I'm missing you, Mum. Are you, Wendy? Right. I'm actually going to make a little start because Sharon's not here yet. I'm sure she'll catch up. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? What are you lot having for dinner tonight? Ah, here she is. There she is. I knew she'd turn up eventually. So this is what we've got. And it does look like a good one tonight. So Sharon's just adding herself. And most of this is going to be done in the oven tonight, which is pretty cool. Hiya, Shar.
Hello, can I just point out it's 5 minutes to 5?
I know, I'm a little bit early. I can't help these things. So, I think most of this is done in the oven tonight, Shar.
Okay, oven on then.
So we don't need the pan tonight, so you can take that off. Off the heat. Off the heat. Okay, so heat the oven to 220 or 200 degrees of fan, or gas mark 7.
Okay.
Then cut the potatoes, skins on, into thin chips. Let me move that one so you can actually see what I'm doing here, people. one's answered yet what they've got for dinner tonight.
How many people's on there, Ange?
We have 6 people on at the moment. There was 8 a minute ago and then you turned up.
Oh. Fair enough. Must be bad. Probably my sweaty armpits. Television.
To be fair, Sha, if they don't want to watch you, I don't care.
Oh, God, it's coming up range. 1 minute left.
Nah.
Okay, I'm done.
You're pretty quick with those old knife skills, aren't you? Hey?
Truffle, see, you have to be quick. Get anything done. I'm putting this in my after fry, yeah?
Okay.
Put it in the oven.
You're not putting it in the oven?
No, after fry.
It doesn't use a lot of oil in the oven. But
That's a frying pan, shit.
it's up to you, chick. Claude, if you want to keep talking from the front room, you need to come on camera and do it. She likes to interfere. She's just like Dad, Mum.
Oh no, gotta go off.
Right.
She says she don't gob off as much as Dad, though.
In the dining room. Sorry?
Claude's gobbing off in the front room. And I told her if she wants to gob off, she needs to come on camera and do it. And then I said she's just like Dad. And she said no because she says she's not as gobby as that. What have I done with my... Oh, it's there.
That would be a challenge.
Yeah, it would. So put a generous drizzle of vegetable oil and salt and pepper.
Okay.
You're doing the Acti fryer, so I'll leave you to that one. You can work out that one. What you got to drink tonight? What you drinking tonight, Sha?
Icy cold water.
Ah, I thought you had a gin and tonic then.
I've only just got in the house. I've been locked out.
You've been locked out?
Yeah. In the rain. At the stone. Well, I have my hood up, so.
That's alright then, as long as you're alright, chick.
I'll Rob and ask him to come home.
Ooh. Right, so I'm putting that in the oven. And that's supposed to be in there for a good 20 to 25 minutes, Sharon. Good.
Okay.
20 to 25 minutes. So, next. While the chips are cooking, add the beef mince to a bowl with the panko breadcrumbs.
Okay.
One bowl.
Panko breadcrumbs.
In a bowl.
In the bowl.
I think you're going to have to get your hands in with the meat, Sha.
I'm going to have to what?
Get your hands in with the meat.
Yes, I'm okay with this. It's just not chicken.
Ah, right, okay.
It's my little phobia.
Bless
Raw
you.
chicken.
Bless you, darling.
Oh, this-
And a good dose of pepper.
Pardon?
Good dose of pepper in with the meat and the breadcrumbs.
I've done that, yeah.
Sharon's proper head today. Give everything a good mix until fully combined. Clean hands are the best way, Sharon. I hope you've cleaned your hands.
Oh, my hands are really get this thing.
So at the moment, we've got the meat and we've got the panko breadcrumbs and we've got the salt in the pepper in there. So I'm just combining it all with my hands. Have you made burgers before by hand, Sha?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I usually like put an onion in them.
Sorry?
I usually like putting onion and stuff in mine.
Yeah, I usually put a bit of baby bell in the middle of mine normally.
Ooh. So that's quite well combined. I always find when you're doing burgers not to mould them too much, not to mix them too much, because if you mix it too much, it starts getting warm too quickly, and that's when it starts falling apart a bit more. Sorry.
I think I've done mine too much.
Right. So now you've got to put them into equal sized patties.
Okay. So I have doubled the quantity of mine. I'm doing for 4 people.
Oh, who else you cooking for tonight?
Sorry?
Who else you cooking for tonight?
No, it was a 500-gram bag of mince, so I just thought I'd do it for 4 and I'll put one in the freezer.
Ah, right, okay.
3 of us here.
So as you can see, I'm just making that into an actual burger pate. Just like that. Nice and easy. Straight in the tray. So that goes into a tray, Sharon.
Okay.
I always find when you do burger patties, if you put them into a ball first and then just squish them a bit in your hands. One burger patty. That makes 2.
It's
Right.
a patty, not pate.
Eh? It is a patty.
The patty!
Yeah.
Patty?
It's a pate to me.
Patty is what you have on bread. Oh, not patty.
Pate's my cat. No, that's Patty as well.
Patty's way too... But yeah, I always have that for Christmas.
Right. Hey, John. Hey, Kate. So, once you've got your burger patties in your tray, you need to also add your streaky bacon.
No, Ange.
Yeah?
Obviously, because I'm doing Slimmer World, I've got bacon medallions, okay?
Yeah, it's up to you. I actually prefer putting streaky bacon in the oven than I do cooking it in a pan or grilling it, because I think it gets all the fat out better and crisps it up better as well, and you don't really need to fiddle with it too much either. Are you, Kelly? Oh, have you just cooked this too? Oh, Kelly Clements has. Oh, hiya, Kelly Clements. Used to go to school with Kelly.
Kelly Clements, why are you not doing it?
Eh?
You could have done this on camera.
Yeah, you could have come and joined us. So, just washing my hands, people, because I've been playing with meat. I'm actually going to use some antibacterial wash as well, not just the washing up antibacterial stuff.
Just say Mum don't know about the sink.
Just so that Mum don't moan about the sink, I've got the water in the bowl. The hot soapy water, you know. Love you, Mum. So it's now saying put that tray in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes or until the burgers are cooked through and the bacon is crispy. So that's going in the oven as well.
Okay.
Whew. It's hot in there. Meanwhile, peel and finely chop the garlic cloves, chop the parsley, chop a knob of butter into small cubes, and peel the Italian hard cheese with a peeler. Wait until I've got to the end part of this to make sure when we're going to need all this. Da, 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 da. The mayo, so we're going to need the chopped butter, garlic and parsley first, Sha, to go in with the fries in a minute. Have you been doing Gousto as well then, Kelly? Or have you just by coincidence started doing bacon burger cheeseburgers? Oh look, I've got a fancy garlic press here, Sha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don't know where I got that from. I think a nice auntie brought it for me.
Oh, she's kind then.
Isn't she?
She obviously loves you very much.
Well, she tells me so. That was simple for the garlic. The parsley. Do you want to see my butter dish, everyone? Are you ready? Moo! I love my butter dish.
Sing the song.
What song?
I like when you move.
No, that's not for the butter dish, that's for gravy. Does anybody remember? Does anybody remember the Gousto gravy advert with the bull in it, where he was dancing?
No.
I like the way you move. I love that advert. It used to make me laugh so much. Animals dancing just make me giggle. So if anybody's got any memes of animals dancing and they want to put it on my Facebook page, feel free.
There's your question.
Huh?
How much butter am I supposed to be putting on this?
It doesn't say, it just says chop a large knob of butter into small cubes. This is to go with the chips, Sharon, so you're going to have to put them in with the chips at some point. So you might have to put the chips in the oven at some point. So I'm just going to do about that much.
I'll just do it for brother.
Yeah, you're not going to get the garlicky parsley chips then. So, because we don't keep butter in the fridge, because butter's not supposed to be kept in the fridge like proper butter.
No, I don't keep mine in the fridge.
No, and that's why we've got such an extravagant butter dish. Basically. But it just means that the butter's never too hard. Even in the winter, it's spreadable straight away. And because it's proper butter, it's not marge. You know, you don't need to use as much as it. Oh, thanks, Lynn. Was it your mum that got us the butter dish? I think it was Claude's mum that brought us the butter dish. I think she found it as funny as I did. So, yeah. So with the butter, the parsley and the garlic share, you literally chuck it in with the chips. I'm seeing you mix it up there. With chunks.
What?
You chuck it in as chunks. You chuck the butter in as chunks. That's why they told you to chop it.
Oh.
I've just noticed you mixing it all up.
Oh well. It's gonna melt in there anyway, isn't it?
It is. But I think they've done it. I think they've done it like that, so it's actually a bit easier. You're so funny, Sharon.
So I've just basically made garlic butter then.
Basically, yeah.
I
Right.
don't want to be outside anyway.
I'm actually going to move that just to the side now a bit, and I'm going to get another chopping board. And it now says with your hard cheese,
Yeah.
peel your hard Italian cheese with a peeler until you end up with a pile of cheese shavings.
Oh, well, I've screwed up with that as well because I've grated mine.
It's only going on top of the burger anyway.
Oh, okay.
You've already pre-grated, haven't you? You haven't waited for the recipe.
I had a bit of trouble today trying to figure all the quantities out.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, you know, trying to do it for 3 people instead of 2.
Yeah,
You wouldn't think it'd be that hard, really, would you?
not really. You just half the quantities again and add it together.
Exactly.
So, I don't particularly like this sort of potato peeler, but Claude's brought me this one instead of one of the other ones. I would have preferred one of the handheld ones that you just normally peel it with. But yeah, I tend to use a knife more than this, but I'm going to...
Yeah, but you can move that backwards and forwards and upwards and forwards.
It does actually work with hard cheese. Look how good that's peeled. Look how thin that is. That's pretty cool, actually.
You've got your mandolin thing to choose as well.
Oh, I've got a mandolin as well, Claude's just reminded me.
Ah,
Didn't have a garlic crusher, but I had a mandolin.
you've got mandolin, like scorpion.
I've got a pasta machine as well.
Oh, right. I love it.
Maybe
I
we...
use mine for my fondant on my cakes.
Sorry?
For a pasta making section.
My pasta machine I use for my fondant on my cakes.
Oh, wow. That's a good idea.
Because it rolls them out perfectly.
Yeah, it will do. Maybe I should do a pasta making session at some point and show you all how to make pasta. It's so bloody simple. It's unbelievable.
They might already know how.
Sorry?
Said they might already know how.
They might already know. I bet there's someone out there that doesn't.
You have to do a little poll on what people would like you to do.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get them to know.
Can you imagine the random shit that's going to come back from that? Fresh haggis. No chance.
Especially with some of these nutters on there.
Do you know what I mean? You've got my dad on there, you know. I'm already bored of peeling cheese.
Right, he's got spag bol tonight.
Who has?
Had that the other night.
Who has?
He's got spag bol tonight.
Ooh.
Had that Monday.
When we didn't cook together.
Yeah. It's the easier option for me.
Cheese is actually broken in half, so I've given up with the peeler and I'm just slicing some now.
I've just noticed that.
Got to try some.
Did they give you the exact amount of cheese then?
Yeah. It's alright, Claude will have a little bit less because she can't have too much cheese. She'll get a bit more bacon and I'll have more cheese. That'd be the deal. She'll have a few more chips and a bit more bacon and I'll have more cheese. I think it's first.
You're just like Jack Sprat, really, aren't you?
Sorry?
Jack Sprat.
Mm.
Eat no fat. His wife would eat no lean. So together, they're clean.
Okay. Never heard that before. Never heard that before.
Have you not?
No.
That's a bold saying. But that's you and Claude, see?
Well, you are old.
Yeah.
Shall we make the truffle oil on while we're waiting?
Let me feel it.
Bless you, darling. Shall we make the truffle oil while we're waiting? So,
Alright.
I'm going to make the truffle oil while we're waiting because that can just sit there, can't it?
Yeah, it can. I couldn't get any truffle oil, so...
You're just having mayonnaise. So,
chilling.
So-
With water.
watching me, talking crap.
Yeah.
So, we've got a packet of mayonnaise that they sent through. And this is actually 50ml of mayonnaise. Don't know why they do some of it in grams and some of it in millilitres. Possibly because this is liquid, Ange. Or they'd class it as liquid. And then they've sent me 2 of these sachets of truffle oil. Which is quite interesting.
That's pretty expensive, that.
It is. I've never had truffles. I've never had truffle oil, so I am going to taste a bit of this when I manage to get it open.
So today, as I couldn't get my brioche buns and I couldn't get some truffle oil, I went onto Amazon Prime
Yeah,
because they deliver the same day with Morrison's.
yeah,
So I ordered them both. I've ordered the rolls and I ordered the truffle oil.
yeah.
Right. Like, yes, they're going to come. Turned up. No, neither of them are shopping.
Oh,
Give me ready substitutes.
that's a bit crap, isn't it?
That was a pointless shop. But it's free to the door.
So, I am actually going to taste a little bit of this before I put it in the mayonnaise, just in case. Ooh,
Well,
it's a bit pungent. It's going in though.
tastes like
It's nice. It tastes like... I could definitely taste the olive oil, but it tastes like there's a really pungent mushroom in there.
okay.
But it tastes good. It's not a bad taste.
What are you doing with that?
Putting it in the mayonnaise, because this is going to be my truffle oil.
Oh, okay.
My truffle sauce. Truffle mayo.
Well, I just got mayonnaise.
And you just got mayo. Could always have a little bit of mustard if you've got it, Sha.
That's not a bad idea. What should we have? English, French, Dijon, or
Maybe some English or French. I was going to say American if you had it. So I've just added a bit of pepper to my truffle oil as well, my truffle mayo. Actually looks pretty tasty, to be honest. Can you see that? I'm just going to have a little taste of that actually with the mayo. That is actually really tasty with the mayo, Sha. Right, I'm just going to check on my fries. Although I don't think it's been quite 20 minutes yet, has it? Oh no, it's probably been about 20-25 minutes. I'm glad I did check on my fries. Starting to go already, look at that. There we go. Huh? So they're actually ready for my butter and stuff now, which is good. Must be the temperature I've got them on, Shower. I bet yours is quite a low temperature, darling. They're looking good. I like that. So, this is where you add random bits of butter. You're going to have to obviously add yours at the end and just give them a quick blast in the oven, Sha, for Katie's and Rob's.
No, I've just chucked it in there. Alright.
Oh, right. Can you just chuck it in there like that then?
Yeah. Not all of it though, I've just put a couple of bits in, just for the flavour. Don't want all that butter in there.
Not like me, I'm like that, chuck it all in.
Normally I would, but I'm trying to stick to cinnamon oils. Otherwise I would have chucked the lot in there.
Were you tempted by that Nutella brioche bread and butter that I sent you last night?
You know what, that sounds amazing, but I know if I make it, I'll eat it all.
Oh yeah. That's what it's there for.
Control.
That's what it's there
So
for.
I was thinking I might make it one day and then when I go for my walk, up to one of the girls' doorsteps, Amy's probably.
And then you could just save yourself a little piece, just to try it.
Nah, I won't stop. Just avoid things.
Yeah, it is about willpower when you're on a bit of a diet, isn't it? You've got to kind of stick with it, because once you let yourself go, you kind of think, oh, I did it last night, I might as well just, this week's buggered now, I might as well just keep going.
That's what I used to do, I'm not doing that anymore.
So, I'm just putting my chips back in, because it says put them back in for 2 to 3 minutes.
Mandarin.
Oh, the burgers are looking good as well. Let me just show you the burgers, people. They're going quite well. YouTube.
Did you not put your bacon on top of your burgers?
Sorry?
Oh, did you put the bacon on top of your burgers?
No. Did you?
Oh, well, cooking it all up today then, ain't I?
You have had a bit of stress though, ain't you?
Yeah, I didn't know if I'd get in the house before 5.
Yeah. Now, this is actually telling us... Oh, look, I've left a chip on the side.
a must. Good chef tastes their food.
Exactly. So this is actually telling us to put the brioche buns at the other end of the chips, but I don't really want the brioche buns to be soggy with all that butter and garlic and everything. I don't really want that, so I'm not going to put them at the end of the chips. I'm just going to do them as they are, and then I might dip the inside a little bit in the garlic butter as I take the chips out.
Well, I think you've got the onion chutney thing, haven't you?
Yeah.
It might not even need it.
I don't think it will need it, to be honest. I don't think you need that much butter. The butter's just to flavour the chips with and cook the chips with. It's not really to soak it all up, really. Right. So we're just waiting for the burgers to cook.
Did you tag them?
No. Said 12 to 15 minutes, and it's nearly 12 to 15 minutes, but I think they need a couple of minutes longer, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I don't want to undercook them. I'd rather overcook than undercook with burgers and bacon.
I would as well.
Yeah, it just makes sense, doesn't it?
I'm sure somebody would say, no, but I would rather have them more overcooked.
I know it's fresh mince and stuff, so a little bit of pink won't hurt you, but especially with bacon, I like bacon to be quite crispy. So why would I undercook it? You know, it's got to be crispy.
Not crispy, there's no point.
No, there's not at all. You can have a little bit of a break now, Shah. Although that's all you've been doing.
Hey, I've just been on a big bloody hike.
Have you? Where did you go? Somewhere nice?
No, I was on Round Balls Road, because you're not supposed to travel out for your walks.
No, you're not.
Round Balls Road.
Yeah. Yeah, bet that was
I
interesting.
shut the door, and I said to Kate, you've got your page, but no, you've got your husband there. I was like, what's it? One rub up, I said, did you give Gina the keys to the house? We're going to give your mum spare keys right now. Yeah.
You were going to call her Georgina then, weren't you?
Pardon?
You were going to call her Georgina then, weren't you?
No, you call her Auntie Gina. Did you keep saying Auntie Sharon?
She is.
Sounds weird.
She is older than you, though, isn't she? She's quite a bit older than you, my mum.
Oh, yeah, she's really old.
About 20 years older than you, isn't she?
More than that, I think.
She's
See
gonna.
the comments start coming on the phone.
Yeah. Right.
Tonight, and tell her she's been there.
Yeah, Mum, you're so old, you're losing your marbles, love.
Yeah, she didn't know what was saying now.
Ooh, that hit me in the face. All right. This is actually looking pretty good.
Salad and stuff.
Sorry?
All this tomatoes and everything, is that to go in the buns?
Nope. We're going to be making a little salad with that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
The rocket and the tomatoes, and it is saying keep half by. I'm just going to turn these burgers over so they get a bit of a toast in both sides. And I'm going to turn the bacon over too.
I'm seeing my glasses up, can't see a bloody thing now.
Alright, I'm actually going to put on the cheese now.
What, sorry?
I'm going to actually put on the cheese now because this is going back in the oven again. So, crispy bacon, nice cooked burgers, crispy bacon, nice cooked burgers, cheese on the top. And a tip for the cheese, if you put majority of it in the middle, it will melt and melt across the top anyway. There's a lot of cheese to go on here. back in the oven for 2 or 3 minutes until the cheese is melted.
Okay.
Oh. Just turning my chips around because for some reason that helps in the oven. Hey, your dad. Have you come to defend your wife's old honour?
Hold on.
So, roughly chop the tomatoes, wash the rocket, and reserve a handful of rocket and dress the remaining rocket and the chopped tomato with a drizzle of olive oil and balsamic vinegar. So, let's get this rocket washed. Can't see my colander. Can't see my colander. Right, I'm improvising. They always send a hell of a lot of rocket with it.
No, I haven't got rocket, so I've got spinach leaves and little gems.
Ooh. I love spinach leaves, baby spinach.
Yeah, me too.
I do like rocket. Claude sometimes makes this omelette thing that she makes. And it's basically an omelette with spinach, mushrooms, tomatoes, cheese, and then she puts a little bit of rocket on the side with a little balsamic vinegar, and we have that for breakfast sometimes if we're having a late breakfast.
Nice. I like that one.
Yeah, it's quite a nice. Right, so there's Claude's. Where's the doggy again? So a little drizzle of olive oil. Balsamic vinegar. Just going to mix that up.
Right, tell me what you're doing there, Anne.
I'm just putting a little bit of olive oil and the balsamic vinegar on top of the rocket, and I'm just mixing it up so it just gives it a salad dressing.
Okay.
Although it did tell me to keep half the rocket aside, which I assume's for the burger, but I've not done that, so. And then I'm chopping the tomato roughly. Just realised you might not be able to see me chopping the tomato roughly here.
Lovely, isn't it?
Roughly, it says, yeah. So, right. So you separate the rocket out on plates. I'm going to actually. tea towel to wipe some of the water off the Claud's plate. There you go. Get the brioche buns ready. So you couldn't find brioche buns, could you, Sha? That'll do. That'll do. I'm actually going to get my burgers back out because I bet that cheese is done now. Whew, yep. Ooh. I've actually over melted the cheese a little bit. And then on these burgers, we've got this onion marmalade that they've given us. So I'm just going to rub over the top of the bun. And if you notice, I'm not doing this with a knife, I'm doing it with the back of a teaspoon because I find it easier to rub stuff like onion marmalade across the back of a teaspoon.
I use these little plastic spatula things.
Because you're posh and you have these things.
I make guesses.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And to the edges. Some people don't butter to the edges and it's really annoying.
Oh, I put the Mayo on as well.
Sorry?
Am I putting the Mayo on it as well?
Yes, we are. So I'm actually just putting a dollop like that and I'm just washing it around. I'm making sure there's plenty of mayo on it because it's good mayo. So that's proper going to squirt out when Claude bites into it, but I won't tell her that. She's too busy killing hordes to hear me now. Let's get one of these burgers. Actually overcooked the cheese a bit, but I can get some after for that one. The other burger. We have really crispy bacon. I'm not actually a big fan of bacon in my burgers, but I'm going to have it in this because that's what the recipe calls for. Oh, forgot, put your tomatoes on your rocket.
Tomatoes on the rocket.
Tomatoes on the rocket. If you kept a bit of aside, Shay, you can put some in the burger now.
No. I haven't been doing anything right today, have I?
Well, I didn't put any aside either, so I've obviously caught what you've got. So, that's what we've got so far.
That's a morning, Ange. How long?
About 30 seconds, darling.
Okay.
Maybe a minute. So I'm just going to get the move this out of the way. And I'm just going to put that there. And I'm just going to get the chips out now. So let's see what state the chip's in. Look at those for bad boy chips. Lovely jubbly. Oh, I can smell the garlic in these chips. I'm glad my workshop's online tonight, people.
Okay. Mine is done. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep. There's mine. Can you see it?
Claud test?
Yeah, we're just about to do Claude test.
Get your meshes round that one, Claud.
Cameras. Oh, just coming back to get you. Oh! Get your burger ready for a big bite.
I'm going to get my burger ready for... I don't know how I'm going to get in my gob.
She doesn't know how she's going to get in her gob.
Oh, hot.
Bless her.
Looks good.
And let me just change that one. Where are we there?
Oh, you're making me do this on camera.
I am. I'm making you make a mess.
It's
Ready?
on
All the way down the top. No, she saved it.
I'll run my face. Mmm.
Is it good?
Mmm.
Awesome.
There you go.
Like it.
There you go, people. So that's the
I'll have that again.
bacon cheeseburger with garlic